Ce nouvel album, c'est un cadeau spécial pour le public français. Alors je vais lui demander qu'est-ce qu'on a fait de si sympa pour mériter ce cadeau. This new album is like a special gift for France. What did we do to deserve this in France?
The subject was French.
Le sujet est
The
français.
album was made as music for a French-speaking film. The book was French, and
Le livre était français.
the French company are the people behind this. The Americans were not interested. They would never have. They didn't want me to do anything like this, you know. So.
Le label américain n'était évidemment pas intéressé par ce projet. They're really not interested. They're not going to publish it.
They had suggested for my next album a series of duets with pop punk, you know. Yeah, like
that's that kind of idea.
with children, basically. Yeah. Well, basically, whatever you want to call them, you know.
Donc le label américain de Iggy préférerait qu'il fasse un duo avec des jeunes punks d'aujourd'hui, like Green Day or something.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Well,
You
no,
did
Green
that before
Day
with
is more
Linkin Park.
mature. They're very good.
Yeah.
They wanted more Sum 41, more whoever they could dig up, you know.
Alors, Iggy revient de Hollywood où il a travaillé avec l'une ou l'autre personne, donc je vais lui demander avec qui, comme ça vous allez avoir un scoop en exclusivité. You just got back from Hollywood. What did you do over there?
I worked with Slash a little bit, and
Il a travaillé avec Slash.
worked a little bit with the Chili Peppers, Steve
Avec
Jones,
Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
Et avec Steve Jones.
and Steve Jones. Yeah, I still do that, you know.
And what's the idea with Slash?
I can't say because he might not want me to say. So all I can, it's okay to say we were batting it around. We made some music, but
Donc
what for I can't say.
Donc ils ont fait de la musique ensemble, mais il dira pas pourquoi. And what about Steve Jones? Isn't there an idea that maybe the Stooges could reform with him?
No, that will never happen.
Ça n'arrivera pas.
No, when Ron died, that was the end of the Stooges, but there is Iggy in the Stooges, and the guitar player for that is James Williamson, and we're talking.
Donc il y a
Steve is a friend of the Stooges, but someone who you'd go to for an extra track on a recording, and that's what I meant.
Donc, s'il y a un avenir pour les Stooges depuis la mort de Ron Ashton, ce sera peut-être avec James Williamson, qui fut aussi le guitariste des Stooges. Et donc, peut-être que Steve Jones des Sex Pistols viendra donner un coup de main, mais ce sera uniquement sur disque. Voilà. And I understand that James Williamson was working in a record company?
No, James Williamson worked for the parent company of Sony.
Ah.
He is the head... He's just retired after an entire career in the straight world.
Donc James Williamson a fait toute une carrière comme cadre dans une société apparentée à Sony.
He's a high executive with Sony USA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Il était donc une sorte de PDG à Sony.
He's a smart son of a bitch. Very smart.
Traduc, là? Non, je pense. Sur un disque qui s'appelait New Values, je me souviens d'une chanson de Iggy que j'adorais qui s'appelle I'm bored. I'm the chairman of the board. You don't look like a bored person. Il n'a pas l'air de quelqu'un qui s'emmerde dans la vie.
I'm busy today. You can't be bored. This is nice, you know. Lots of nice people. It's cool. Yeah, I get bored easily from time to time. You know, I'm sure you all do. If you wake up one day and you feel like, boy, is this going to be a shitty day where I don't feel like I'm having a good life? That's not a good feeling. So
you feel that sometimes?
All the time. This is part of, I think, self-criticism is important to people to push themselves forward, personally.
Ouais. Donc parfois il s'emmerde comme nous tous et parfois il se dit qu'il a une vie de merde et puis parfois il fait des rencontres à la Fnac et il est content. Et il a raison. And of course you must meet from time to time real freaks that adore you, that follow you, Iggy maniacs. What do you say to these people? Quand il rencontre des maniaques de Iggy, comme j'en aperçois quelques-uns dans le public aujourd'hui, qu'est-ce qu'il leur dit?
I kicked the last one.
Il a frappé le dernier. Bah, bonne chance.
I felt terrible. I really did.
Mais il s'est senti mal.
That I kicked him.
What happened?
Well, I was singing at one of these benefits. He'll love this because he's kind of a fame whore named Crazy Jimmy Webb in New York, and he has very blonde hair and he wears very punky clothes and he knows all my movements. He's got my face tattooed on his chest.
Oh.
And Search and Destroy on his back. And when I was singing, he like having a monkey, you know, like I would do something and he was in the backstage and he started doing it, and then he got up farther and farther, and he sort of got in front of the stage and he was like doing it for me, you know, and the problem is it gets in the way if you want to sing to somebody, so I kicked him.
Right. Donc,
but I felt bad. I felt really terrible, but he had to get out of the way, you know. So.
And he's called Crazy Jimmy because of James Osterberg?
No, he's just Crazy Jimmy because he's a
Jimmy.
crazy guy in the East Village.
Ah, d'accord.
Yeah,
Donc,
people know him. He's kind of famous.
Is he not working in a shop?
Trash in Vaudeville.
Yeah, I know
Jimmy,
the guy.
Crazy. Everybody knows him. Crazy
Donc Crazy
Jimmy.
Jimmy est un gars qui travaille dans un magasin rock'n'roll dans le East Village sur St. Mark's Place.
Yeah, St. Mark's Place.
Et il a le visage d'Iggy tatoué devant et Search and Destroy tatoué derrière. Et donc sur scène, un jour, il faisait trop les mouvements de Iggy à côté de lui. Et donc Iggy l'a foutu par terre, c'est normal. Apparently, you love very much what Michel Houellebecq writes about children. Do you have a problem with children? I've seen that in
I don't
interviews.
have a problem with children.
Il a plusieurs fois dans des interviews, il a commenté ce que dit Michel Houellebecq à propos des enfants, où il est assez teigneux à propos des enfants.
Well, you know, these things that I think there's a lot of comedy in his writing, and a lot of what he has to say is funny. And it's true because it's funny, but it's also pretty funny, and it's exaggerated, you know.
But still,
I'm sure there are one or two nice children
in the world.
The world, right? No. I like what the guy has to say in general. I think it's very good, and is a very skillful writer, and I think what he has to say makes sense to me.
Donc il aime ce que Michel Houellebecq écrit, y compris à propos des enfants, même si évidemment c'est parfois assez teigneux et assez drôle. Je suis sûr qu'il y a des questions que vous avez peut-être envie de poser, alors pas tous en même temps, mais si vous avez envie de poser des questions à Iggy, je me ferai un plaisir de les traduire, à moins que vous ne puissiez les dire en anglais vous-même. Voilà.
Je voulais savoir s'il y avait une tournée de prévue.
D'accord. Is there going to be a tour with Préliminaires?
No, I don't feel to. Okay, all right. Well, let me, I'll think of something. maybe early next. Right, this summer. No, not this summer.
For Tuesday for me.
Excuse me.
2 tickets for Tuesday.
For Thursday.
Je n'ai pas les bolettes, billets.
Donc évidemment, ne ratez pas le concert en direct, ça sera jeudi en direct de France Inter.
Il y a associat
Ouais.
de monde.
Voilà.
Là-bas.
Si vous voulez Alors celui à qui il faut demander des places, c'est lui, qui est bronzé, il s'appelle Alain. Tu es toujours mon ami. Une autre question à Iggy, s'il vous plaît. Oui, allez-y. Good question. Pourquoi est-ce qu'il aime autant Paris et les Français surtout?
Well, I mean, it beats Helsinki.
C'est mieux qu'Helsinki.
Yeah, I mean, I've never jumped around grinning, going, I love Paris, I love the French people, what fucking wonderful, No, I don't really feel that way. No. Sorry, baby. Nah.
Pas besoin de traduire, je crois. Une autre.
It's okay. Oh, that's why you asked me. You are jealous of the French people.
Vas-y. Ah, une question. Do you plan to work again someday with David Bowie?
I have no plans of this kind, no. Oh.
Oh. Do you have any news from David?
I do not know.
No, voilà.